Hey y'all, welcome back. Today we are tracking one of the most common and honestly a bothering question: how much should you really deposit on a secured credit card? We are going to break down the difference between a low deposit and a high deposit and how each one can affect your credit building journey. Plus, I'll share some strategies to help you make the most out of your deposit here on Credit Duck. First of all, I want to commend you for taking the step towards building your credit. Stick with me and I promise you'll have complete clarity by the end of this discussion. The answer for your deposit starts with you. The more you deposit, the higher your credit limit. If you put down $300, that's what you can spend. Simple as that. The great thing about secured card is it works just like a regular credit card, but you're putting up your own money to act as collateral. But how far should you push the deposit amount? For this, we need to understand some key concepts. Responsible usage is the key to building credit effectively. Here's the deal. If your credit utilization ratio, how much credit you're using compared to your limit, makes up 30% of your FICO score, that's huge. I strongly recommend keeping your utilization below 30% for a positive impact. But if you want to optimize your score, aim for even lower. As you can see from this chart, Exceptional Score has average credit utilization rate at 6.5%, so go as low as possible. For example, with a $300 deposit, 10% utilization means spending no more than $30. With a $2,000 deposit, 10% utilization means spending no more than $200. Below are some other factors comparing high versus low deposit. You might want to check it out. Remember, a secured card is a tool to build credit, not a way to increase your expenses. So, use it to build credit by planning your spending within that $30 or $200 budget you have decided, ensuring you can pay it off in time. The goal is to demonstrate responsible usage. But when exactly is your utilization rate reported? For this, let's discuss payment cycle. Timing your payments is crucial since payment history makes up 35% of your credit score. Here are the key dates to keep in mind. Billing date is when your monthly statement is generated, followed by a window called as grace period where you can pay your balance in full without accruing interest or penalties. The final day to pay at least the minimum amount due is called payment due date, which is typically 20 to 25 days after the billing date. And the reporting date is when your credit card issuer reports your account details like credit utilization, payment history, and current balance to the credit bureaus. It's before this day you need to make sure your utilization rate is as low as possible because your details will be reported affecting your credit score. You can find your reporting date through your credit card statement by contacting customer service, using credit monitoring tools, or checking your credit report. This brings us to strategies. First step of any strategy is to be informed, and you can do that by liking and subscribing to this channel. Appreciate you sticking with me so far. Let's discuss how you can pay off your balance effectively. First, pay before the statement date. This means paying your balance in full before your statement is generated, resulting in $0 balance reported. You should avoid this, as credit scoring models might not detect recent activity, which could lower your score due to lack of usage history. Don't just take my word for it. Real-life examples back this up. Carry your balance into the next month. This happens when you don't pay off your balance in full, leaving a portion to roll over into the next billing cycle. This must be avoided as you'll incur interest charges which can outweigh any rewards earned. Plus, an unpaid balance can negatively impact your credit score. Third, use until you achieve ideal utilization. For example, with a $300 deposit, you only spend 10%, that's $30, and wait for it to be reported before paying it off. This keeps you within the ideal utilization rate, but you can take this a step further with a higher deposit. Let's say you increase your deposit to $2,000 and spend $1,500. Then you pay it down to $200 before your statement or reporting date. Then pay off the remaining balance before the due date. This way you make sure your ideal utilization rate is reported. This method is effective as it shows responsible credit usage, keeps your credit utilization low, and proves you can manage credit wisely. Many users have reported success with this strategy, which often leads to credit limit increase or a faster progression to an unsecured card. Important note, this approach requires careful tracking. Missing payments or miscalculating dates can hurt your credit score, so stay on top of your balances and due dates when using this. I want you to consider a few more things before you decide on your deposit amount. Other obligations are alternatives. While it's tempting to allocate all your extra funds towards a secured credit card deposit, consider using some of that money to pay down high interest debts you have or contribute to a high interest saving accounts. Evaluate if this could save you more in the long term. Increase your credit limit over time. Some cards allow you to increase your credit limit by adding more funds to your deposit. This can help you achieve other financial goals by delaying locking your money into a secured card. Open a new card. Opening a new secured card could be another smart strategy. While it might cause a temporary dip in your credit score, diversifying your accounts and improving your overall credit utilization could benefit you in the long run, especially with the added potential of rewards. So, what's the takeaway here? Whether you deposit $300 or $2,000, it's about using your secured card responsibly and making sure you pay on time. Start small if you need to, but challenge yourself and use it wisely. Higher deposit may give you leverage with higher credit, but it's your use and purpose that decides if you need that limit. Over time, you'll see your credit score rise and you'll have the opportunity to upgrade to an unsecured card. Got any questions about secured cards or deposits? Drop them in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Credit Doc for more tips on managing credit and building a solid financial future. See you in the next one.